is when you talk about
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. At what point do we stop saying that, Happy New Year? At what point do we say, okay, enough, it's X date. Can you not say Happy New Year anymore? Because I was saying last year that maybe you get 2 to 3 weeks.
We're only 10 days in.
11 days in. No, 10 days in.
10 days in. Today's the 10th.
Well, according to 10.
But, no, I mean, people were saying Happy New Year to me today, people that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay to say whatever you want. Can I say in December?
I don't see why not.
Oh, wow. You give me a lot of latitude there, bud.
The thing is I'm not a person who gets offended by anything that anybody says to me.
Ooh.
Really.
Ooh.
I mean, in terms of, like, when it comes to the holidays. Like, if some cashier said to me, oh, Happy Hanukkah, I'd be like, Happy Hanukkah to you. Like, it's not, it doesn't bother me.
Why do people get offended by that kind of shit, though? Seriously.
No.
Oh, don't tell me Merry Christmas. How about just take the compliment and fucking leave? Take the compliment, thank you, and move it on.
Butt hurt nowadays.
Like, seriously, dude. I don't get it. So, this is the first podcast in a few months.
Yes, and I've come down with a cold.
You still sound sexy.
I sound funny.
You sound sexy.
No, I sound.
I love how you sound when you have a cold.
Oh,
yeah, they have that sultry. Who has that? Who's a female artist that has a sultry, like, somewhat like deep voice, but still feminine? Not Nora Jones, right? No.
Fiona Apple.
No, Fiona Apple.
Yeah.
Fifi.
That's who you're thinking of.
I think. Wasn't Diana Krall actually another one? I thought Diana Krall was another one that actually had that kind of vibe.
Maybe.
Oh no.
The only one I think of is Fiona Apple.
Huh. We're actually watching the Heat game here, fourth quarter.
I don't get the gray floor.
It looks like Pleasantville.
It
my
washes
buddy
out
Jason
the
said
entire
I agree with him. It was like Pleasantville. I agree, 100%. 4 minutes going to the game, Heat up by 6. So I had a discussion. I was a little discussion on Twitter today, and this has been prolonged for the last couple of hours now. Somebody had asked, I call them clout chasers. People do this shit for clout.
Call them what?
Clout chasers. Basically, they just want clicks. They want
clout chasers.
They want likes and retweets on their profile. So this person said, well, for 24 hours, let's go. Replies only. Who's more impactful, Michael Jackson or Beyonce?
Michael Jackson, hands down.
Okay, yeah. We both agree with that. But I made an argument because the thing is, I don't want to sound biased when I say MJ because obviously I'm a diehard fan, so I'm gonna obviously say him, but I also don't want to sound biased either. So
I am not the crazy Michael fanatic.
Oh no, you know that.
I mean, I like Michael. I love Michael, actually. I mean, I do listen to him regularly, but I'm not anywhere near your level of fandom.
Well, my point is,
but I can still say
right. My point is, I wanted to make it a more intelligent discussion. So when you say impactful, he's not asking. The person's not asking who's your favorite, who you think is better, this and that. Who, in your opinion, has been more impactful to
yes, but you see,
pop culture or
shut down that conversation when you sit there and you say that one of Beyonce's influences is Michael Jackson.
Well, yeah.
There you've crushed the conversation completely.
Yeah.
Beyonce herself would tell you that Michael is more impactful. Well, she is doing what she can to make a difference.
Well, actually, Beyonce, you're kind of right there because in actuality, Beyonce is the result of Michael's impact.
Precisely. But she's doing a lot of the things that she does nowadays, the things that she purposely brings about in her concerts and anything live that she does is because she's trying to make a difference, because she's trying to bring
what was she trying to bring?
The I don't know what the word is.
I don't follow Beyonce much anymore, to be honest with you. Like, I see more stuff about her off stage and that's fine. That's not a problem. I think look, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan in the world. I already told you this. But I think she's probably the best entertainer in the world today. I think it's between her and Bruno Mars. When it went that far, the best living entertainer is definitely Beyonce and or Bruno Mars. No one can rock a fucking stage like Beyonce. Beyonce is phenomenal. Okay? But the question was impact. So what I said was, okay, because I'm a musician, I played in bands for years and all that.
I'd bring one song by Michael that proves he's more impactful.
What song is that?
They Don't Really Care About Us.
That has a lot of social commentary in that one. But my point was, and this is why I tweeted back to the person that started this whole back and forth. I go, well, seeing that I'm a musician, this is my benchmark. Has Beyonce ever been played on rock radio before?
I don't understand what that has to do with
impact. Well, again, impact. Again, Michael Jackson was known up until 1982.
Yeah, but tell me how many rock artists you can name that have come after Michael who were influenced by him.
Okay, Lauren, you missed my point. Take yourself back. You can't because you're a lot younger than that. But take yourself back to 1982 when Thriller was being made. Okay, Michael Jackson was just known as a black artist. He was just known as Michael Jackson R&B artist. Not the king of pop. Not whatever. Not that we know him to be today. Posthumously, of course. Michael Jackson. Lauren. The very idea that someone like Michael Jackson could be played on rock radio was so fucking foreign in 1982.
I will never, because I'm smarter than this. I will never argue how phenomenal Michael Jackson was, especially with you. Okay? But you're using the word impactful. Okay? And when I hear the word impactful or impact, we're talking about what they've done and influenced and brought forward.
That's part of it
in terms of music. No, that's not part of it. That is what that means. That's what that person's talking about. Just because Michael was played on rock radio doesn't necessarily mean that he was, highly impactful. Because you can't sit here and name one rock artist that has come out since Michael who was solely influenced by Michael. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just because he was played on rock radio doesn't necessarily mean that he was that impactful. He was impactful because of how many artists have come out and been influenced by him since then, including Beyonce herself. So you, again, shut down the conversation when you sit there and you say that one of Beyonce's influences is Michael Jackson. That crushes the entire conversation.
His audience increased, though, after being exposed to rock radio. Thriller,
again, that has
Thriller
nothing
is a success.
Earnest.
Because...
But you're talking about what he was able to do, okay? Which, again, yes, it is impactful that he was able to cross genres, okay? But that is no longer something that is not done. You've heard it multiple times with multiple artists nowadays who have been able to cross genres. Okay? Because I'll sit here and I'll tell you right now, Billie Eilish, you'll hear her all over the radio. You'll hear her on Y100, you'll hear her on The Shark, you'll hear her on indie music and rock music, and you'll hear her on pop radio. But this is what I'm saying, that is no longer unusual. So if you're talking about nowadays, who was more impactful? Michael is still more impactful because he is still influencing artists today.
I understand that. I'm just saying that that's the norm now. That was not the norm in 1982.
Correct.
So but again, you could argue that he was the first or one of the first, if not to do what he did. Again, the idea of Michael Jackson being played on rock radio.
But was he honestly the first person to cross genres?
No, of course not. Because rock and roll.
But then you can't claim that.
That's if you argue that rock radio was owned by white people only.
No, because Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, exactly.
But that's kind of what I'm saying to you, is that you can't claim that as your argument of who was more impactful just because he crossed genres.
And I don't want to come off as, you're a Beyonce hater. No, I'm not a Beyonce hater. I mean, let's have a discussion about this. Not necessarily you, but people on social media. But let's open the bubble, okay? It's a big world out there. Michael Jackson is probably bigger outside the country than he is in this country, and he's pretty big in this country too, for the record. And Beyonce's they have close to the impact outside this country.
That's also, you kind of, when you talk about how big he is outside of the United States, you're doing the same thing. That he wasn't the first person or the first musician or the first artist to cross country lines.
Oh no, of course not. But he is also.
And you have people like the Beatles who are too
right. But there are artists who are big in the country in the United States, and barely is even passable outside this country.
Yes, you have artists like that, but then you also have artists who came from the United States who don't have as much of an impact here as they do in other countries.
True, well, I agree.
AKA metal music.
Depends on the band. It depends on the bands. It's so depends on the band. Oh, by the way, the Heat are now losing now. They went from a 9-point lead 2 minutes ago to now be down by 1 with 30 seconds to go. This is bullshit. Stop them! Fuck.
Anyway.
Go ahead. That's the score again. I'm cursing a lot today. It's good. I like cursing. Cursing's fun. Dev Ford is awesome. I'm sorry.
If we're gonna sit here and argue about other things other than music, and we're gonna sit here and talk about the Heat, I'm gonna go on a rant.
On a rant?
I actually have 2 rants to go on.
What rant the other one now?
My first one is that Moana is 1,000 times better than Frozen and will always be. And Moana is the princess that we all needed growing up. Second...
That's not a question. That's not a question, though.
Second, as a thicker woman myself, Jillian Michaels can go fuck herself right now.
Really? What did she do?
Oh, you don't know what she did?
No.
She basically claimed that we should not be celebrating bodies like Lizzo's.
I think people need to just do what the fuck makes them happy.
I'm sick of diet culture.
If you're healthy, then you're healthy.
I am sick of diet culture.
It's possible to be thick and be healthy.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I think part of the problem too also is
diet culture.
You want to Moana first? Want to go to this diet culture bullshit first? Which one to attack first?
I can't really rant Frozen and Moana with you because you haven't seen Frozen. I can't debate it with you.
No. I've seen pieces of Frozen that I have zero interest in watching Frozen.
Yes, I understand that, but that's why I'm saying I can't debate it with you because you haven't seen both movies.
Oh, you've seen both movies.
Yes, you do.
What, Frozen and Moana?
You've seen Moana, but you've not seen Frozen.
I've seen Moana 3 times a day with my son.
Yes, I understand that. But what I'm saying is I can't debate it with you because you've not seen Frozen.
I don't need to see it. I see half the movie and I hated it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but you don't know why Moana.
It's trash. Let it go. Let it go.
I wish they'd killed the franchise.
It's done. Wait, there's a part 2?
There is.
Oh, jeez.
And everybody loves it. This is why I went to the other Target today.
Well, Moana's also because of the Rock's on number 1, which is great. But I think you're right. I think look at princesses, what we want to call it. She's some, I guess a little more progressive. Obviously, not to get into politics and all that, but
why is she progressive? Just for being brave and fearless?
No,
it's not a political thing. That's what we should all be.
She's not, princess with a dress and this and that. No, she's, she's a wave. What do you call it? What is the word you use? Wave shifter. Wave shifter. Wayfinder.
A wayfinder.
Wayfinder.
That's a sailor. That's not.
Yeah.
No, she's the chief's daughter.
She's hands-on.
She is fearless and courageous. Mm-hmm. She goes out to save her island and a bunch of other islands, with or without Maui the demigod.
I don't really care for personally Frozen. I think Moana is the most underrated movie of the Disney planet.
It is definitely not the most underrated. It is not on the same level as Frozen, which is what pisses me off about it.
Okay, so what would you put Moana in the all-time discussion of greatest Disney characters?
Well, Disney characters or
Top
Disney
10?
princesses?
Okay, princess is fine. Top 10?
Well, in terms of best Disney princesses, Moana and Tiana are probably my top 2.
Who's Tiana?
She's the Princess and the Frog. Which, granted, I've only seen Princess and the Frog once, and I haven't watched it again because I don't like frogs.
Oh God, you need fucking.
But I do want to watch it again. However,
she
was a very hard-working
Are you
woman.
ever gonna get over that frog phobia?
No. Frogs should all die. They should.
Come on, man.
Dead.
Frogs are not scared of you. Frogs are scared of you, not you of it.
Frogs know that I am scared of them. Okay? So they fuck with me. You've seen it happen multiple times.
Well, I don't know. I love Moana. I think the movie's great. I mean, obviously our youngest son Logan's obsessed with it now. We watch it 3-4 times a day.
Both of them are Eli.
Eli by default, because Eli would, if Logan wasn't watching, he wouldn't want to watch it immediately.
Yes, he would.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't watch as much as he does, though.
No, we watched it before we had Logan.
No, I know that, but he's not obsessed. Like
he was.
I don't know. But, Moana's great. Now, as for diet culture and Jillian Michaels, so basically she said that people should be celebrating...
Let me find exactly what she said.
Because from what Lizzo said as a result of the comment, I find that funny. What Lizzo said, if my name's on your mouth, that means my pussy's in your mouth. Something like that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see the quote real quick. Cause I find that shit hysterical, dude. Let's see.
Yes, Jillian Michaels.
Jillian Michaels, what? Go ahead.
Michael said that while she loves the Truth Hurts singer's music, there's never been a moment where I'm like, oh, I'm so glad she's overweight. She said, why are we celebrating her body? What does it matter? Why aren't we celebrating her music?
Heat lost. Terrible loss for Heat. Terrible.
We are celebrating her body because she is one of the first... No, I can't say that. She is one of the few...
The proud. The
thicker women to really be perceived as wonderful.
It doesn't matter. If Lizzo's healthy, it's all fucking matters, right? If she's not healthy, then there's one thing.
But that's not...
Yeah,
because somebody looks overweight does not mean that they are not healthy.
I agree.
Yes.
100%.
Okay? Diet culture has us believing other things. However, when you come out and you say that somebody who is singing about self-love, who is singing about not giving a fuck about what other people think of you, but when you come out and criticize that person for being thick, or when you say things like, oh, I don't understand why we're celebrating her body. We're celebrating her body because she's out there doing her thing without there being a care in the world of the haters that call her fat.
I totally get it. I'm just saying. Sometimes people are genetically the way they are and are healthy.
Yes, genetics plays a role. Medical diagnosis.
I am curious that the
play
context.
A role.
I am curious because remember, you know me. You know my distrust with media and with how people are. You take one little quote.
But I just told you what the context was. Why are we celebrating her body when we should be celebrating her music? We are celebrating both because Lizzo is out there representing for all the normal-bodied women.
I think it's such. I think part of the reason why there's so much pushback now for that, there's so much emphasis on the way you look and women feeling.
But that's exactly what Lizzo is singing against.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter if you're thick or thin, or if you are muscular, or if you are roly-poly, full of cannolis. Okay, cannolis. It's just I don't know, rhyme with roly-poly.
I like that. That's cool.
Okay, it doesn't matter what you look like. You should feel worth something. You should feel worthy and valuable and beautiful, and we as women, regardless of what our bodies look like, should be celebrated because of how miraculous we are. Yes, I know right now I sound like a freaking princess.
I love it.
Okay, but women grow babies, for crying out loud. We destroy our own bodies by having babies, by populating the world. And yet we are criticized for having rolls. We are criticized for having loose skin. It's bullshit.
Yeah, women have it tough, man. I always tell folks, women fucking football.
Didn't we? We were just having a conversation about somebody who posted something about